What is up, Libra family? How are you all doing? Guess what time it is? It is time for your January 2025 main monthly reading. So we're just going to jump right into this. For those of you who need a personal reading, all you got to do is look right down there in the description of this video, and that's where you'll find everything you need to know. All right, I'm going to start this off with the person you dealt with in the past. Past person. If you're not here inquiring about a past person, sit tight. I'll get to you in a second. Let's see what's happening between Libra and the person they dealt with in the past in January. Ooh, some of you dealt with a Virgo in the past. This person may be kind of isolating themselves. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're kind of isolating themselves. Now, there is still a really strong sense of unfinished business between the two of you. But it's almost like they're kind of hanging out and isolating themselves. Now, I know I say this a lot, but I'm getting it really strong here in this spread. I feel like there is probably a decent handful of you who have already been on and off with this person. You've probably already done this a time or two. But this time, it's not going back on. I know that's not all of you. I know that. But this person's kind of withdrawing, isolating themselves. And it seems like the more time passes, the heavier the tension is becoming. But see, here's the funny thing you don't realize. You don't realize how much you're healing. I don't think you have a clue how much you're healing. It almost kind of feels like this person's giving you the silent treatment a little bit too. I would probably even go as far as to say that I think they want you to come chasing after them. I think so. That may be one of the reasons why they're kind of withdrawing and isolating themselves, because either they want you to come chasing after them or they think you will. Kind of what it feels like. And especially if you all have been on and off and maybe you've done that in the past, maybe they think you're going to do it again. But honestly, it looks to me like you're doing more healing than you know. I cannot tell you how many readings I do for people who think that they're doing something wrong when they're not. They'll ask me things like, what do I need to know? Nothing. You know everything you need to know. What am I not seeing? Nothing. What am I doing wrong? Nothing. And I get it. I understand why they're asking us. Because most of us think in our minds that healing means that I need to let go, move on, and put it behind me. Not quite. I'm not saying that that won't happen, but there's a very extensive process that has to happen between when you first get hurt to the point where you finally release it. There's a really extensive process. And if you are seeing that process through properly, the process kind of fucking sucks, man. I'm not going to lie. It's some painful shit. So if something happened that hurt you and you're still hurting, to a certain degree, that's a good thing. Now, if something happened to you recently that hurt you and you're running from it, you're burying it away, you're stuffing it away, and you're forgetting about it, that's not healing. That ain't healing. But honestly, for January, it's kind of looking like if you ain't making a move, they ain't making a move. Let's see how they feel about you. Let's see how this person be feeling about Libra. How do they feel about you? What's their energy look like? What are their intentions? Yeah, see, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. They're waiting on communication. Yeah, that's what I thought. And honestly, I think they're doing little things to try to get your attention too. I think so. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Yes, they are trying to get a reaction out of you. But they're not waiting with open arms. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, no, they're not. Kind of feels like they just want to kind of keep this game going, you know? So what this kind of feels like, especially those of y'all who done busted them in a lie. Oh, yeah. Doesn't really look like, even if you was to come forward and communicate, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, it don't look like they have a whole lot planned to try to, you know, wipe the slate clean and rebuild something with you. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they just want to keep the game going. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. Is there going to be any kind of outcome with this situation? Any actions taken? Anything? Outcome, actions, anything? King of Wands reverse. I'm only going to get like 2 or 3 cards here. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. If you ain't making a move, they ain't making a move. What's the best advice? What's the best advice? That means healing. See, check this out. Nothing will burn the shit out of a toxic person more than seeing you heal. A toxic person don't want to see you heal. A toxic person don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you do good. They want to see you fail. They want to see you angry. They want to see you hurt. They want to see you upset. And the more you heal, the more you grow, the more you evolve, and the better you start doing, the stupider that makes them look. Because you know they're putting all their work, energy, and effort into dragging your name through the dirt. Well, if you can be patient and let them go talk whatever little bullshit they want to talk, and just let the universe do its thing while they're busy talking and running their mouth and spreading rumors and all that little shit, and you're healing, eventually, at some point, everybody's going to step back and be like, what I heard isn't really matching what I see. Because I was told that you were this kind of person, but it don't look like it. And it's going to shine a spotlight on them. That's why they don't want to see you do better. Because if you go off and heal and do better, that shines a big spotlight on their bullshit. They don't want to be exposed for basically just spreading lies. They don't want to be exposed for it. Well, it depends on the situation. But with this type of situation, I think I would lean into doing a little bit more healing before you even think about communicating with this person. If you do the right amount of healing, it's very likely that you won't even be interested in talking to this person again. But if you are, then cross that bridge when you get to it. You won't be for long if you do. All right, let's move on to the Libras in a long-term relationship. If you're not in a long-term relationship, this is not for you. If you are in a long-term relationship and the two of you are not experiencing problems, this is not for you. What's happening in January, universe? Between Libra and the current long-term partner, what's happening? Six of Swords reversed. So you're not moving on from this. I feel like y'all are trying to work through this shit. Yeah, but repeat cycle. So the cycle is repeating itself and looping around and looping around and looping around and repeating. So, but honestly, it's to a point now where it feels like what little bit of love was there is drain dry. I don't even really feel like there's any love left here. Doesn't feel like it. I don't think so. I'm honestly kind of feeling like you either already have feelings for somebody else or you're about to catch feelings for somebody else. That's what this feels like to me. That's what this feels like to me. I feel like at least there's not a mutual love connection here. Let's put it like that. Let's word it like that. There's not a mutual love connection. But at least you're not ending it. You're trying to work through it, but it's just looping around. World card reverse, repeat cycle. Some of y'all dealing with a Leo, possibly. Let's see how they feel about you. What their intentions and energies are. What kind of person are they in general? See, they feel like this relationship is a burden on them, too. Knight of Coins, Three of Cups. They don't trust you. They don't trust you. Why don't they trust you? Why don't they trust you? Either A, you may have done something to violate their trust, or B, they're just projecting their own shit onto you. I'm going to leave that up to you to answer that question. But for what, it doesn't matter, honestly. When it all comes down to it, it doesn't matter. That energy will destroy a connection. Doesn't matter why that energy is there. It doesn't matter if you betrayed their trust in the past or you didn't do a goddamn thing. Don't matter. Does not matter. That energy will destroy a connection. Not it might, not it could. It fucking will. So this person doesn't want to walk away though. Especially if this is something long term. And for those of you who have been on and off, they're not worried about you walking away because they think you'll come back. That's the danger about on and off connections, y'all. That's the danger. Whenever you're on and off with somebody like that, somebody is going to get comfortable waltzing in and out of your life whenever they want. Because you keep letting them. You keep letting them do it. So when you keep letting somebody come and go in and out of your life, eventually they're going to realize that they have no real consequences for their actions. You know, it's kind of like if the thief keeps getting caught stealing from the store and all the shop owner does is smack him on the wrist and tell him don't do it again. You think that thief going to stop stealing? Every once in a blue-green moon, you'll meet somebody who has a sudden attack of conscience and realizes, damn, man, I shouldn't be doing that. I'm a shitty fucking person. I need to quit being such a fucking turd. And they'll have a change of heart. Happens from time to time. But what's the likelihood of that? I think for the majority of you, this person's just projecting their own shit onto you. The reason they don't trust you is because you can't trust them. Unless, of course, you violated their trust. I know there's one or two of you. No judgment. I ain't judging you. But just know that if you did slip up and violate their trust in the past, they never healed from that. No, they didn't. Anyway, let's get the advice on this. Let's get the advice on this. Oh, Knight of Swords reversed. it going to be like that this time? Yeah, that's what I thought, man. That's what I thought. I ain't really got a lot of wiggle room here. I really don't. This lack of trust. And here's the thing about it. When it's a lack of trust on your end, you can work on that. When it's a lack of trust on their end, there's only so much you can do. Only so much. Now, if you never gave this person a reason to question your loyalty, ever. I'm talking about behind their back. You ain't even doing shit when you could get away with it. You know, that kind of loyalty. I'm loyal behind your back when I could fuck around on you. I won't even look at somebody when I'm out by myself. I won't even look at somebody, right? I could easily get away with fucking around on you, and I won't do it. When you're that loyal and somebody don't trust you, fuck them. Fuck you then. Fuck you. That is not my goddamn problem. No, it ain't. When I know, and the universe fucking knows, that I've been loyal as fuck behind your back and you don't trust me, fuck you. That is not my goddamn problem. That's your problem. However, though, ain't nothing you can do about that. Because they're viewing you through a broken lens. That's the way they view you. People can only view you through the lens of their own perception. That's all they can do. If they are viewing the world through a broken fucking lens, you can't change their perception. You can't do that. So the question is, how long are you willing to let this cycle repeat? I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. But you are at a crossroads. And right now, the way the energy looks, it's probably going to keep looping around and repeating itself. Now, is it possible that this person could wake up one morning, push real hard, try to squeeze out a fart and pop their head out of their ass and have a sudden awakening? It's possible. It is. But the question is, are you willing to wait on that day that might not even come? That's an open-ended question. I'm not telling you that you should or you shouldn't, but that's the energy that's available. You take that information and do with it what you will. All right? Now, we're going to see what's going on between single Libras and the person that you're interested in. Single Libras and your love interest. Woo-hoo! So there's a really, really, really intense feeling of soul recognition between the two of you. Really intense. So this person is a very near and dear member of your soul family. You and this person have had many, many, many lifetimes where you play very close, intimate roles in each other's lives in previous lifetimes. I'm thinking a love offer is going to be made. I think so. Because yes, they feel the connection too. Yes, they do. Yes, they absolutely do. And with the Fool card and the Page of Cups, that looks like a love offer being made to me. However, the Devil card. So very, very sexual. But not much deeper than that. So the more time goes on, the more you realize that, yes, a sexual connection is fun. It's great. But it's not very deep. It's not very deep at all. Not really. Not really. Not compared to how deep a connection needs to be in order for you to lay a foundation, you know? Oh, it's got to go much, much fucking deeper than that. Oh, much deeper than that. You ain't even drawing blood if you only pierce the sexual level of the connection. And you feel that. You feel the fact that there's a big wall between the two of you. And now, before too long, you're overcome with fear and anxiety. Oh, shit. Boom. Uh-oh. This looks like a start quick, end quick type of situation. Jumping head first into this, really sexual, but then all of a sudden, you wake up one day and you're scared, you're nervous, you can feel something is way fucking off. And you probably, when your mind is racing like this, sometimes it's really difficult to put a finger on exactly what's off. You can't really tell. It freaks you the fuck out. Then the next thing you know, boom. Damn. Okay, some of you dealing with the Aries also have Capricorn. Y'all cardinal signs, man. Y'all do that shit all the time. I see that so much. So much in my line of work is, for some reason, cardinal signs love to flock together. And it's always a shit show. Always. Anyway, okay. Well, let's see how this person feels about you. How this person feel about Libra. This person has a fear of abandonment. That's what it is. They have abandonment issues. So they're probably the type of person that's going to abandon you before you get the chance to do it to them. Especially if you're dealing with a goddamn Aries. Hey, the card came out. I know that's not all of you, but I know there's one or two of you interested in an Aries. By the way, that is your opposite. I don't want to dig too deep into that, but I can't help it. The Aries card came up, and that's one thing that Aries people are fucking known for. They get so goddamn scared, they'll hurt you before you can hurt them, even if you wasn't even gonna fucking hurt them. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, But regardless, whether they're Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo, doesn't matter. This person has abandonment issues, and they'll probably hurt you before you get the chance to hurt them, no matter what their sign is. Anybody can do it. All right, well, so, yeah, see? They're scared of getting hurt. They're just as scared as you. They're just as scared as you. They'll abandon this before you get the chance to abandon them. And sorry, there's another Aries card. I can't help it, man. Can't help it. All right, well. So this this feels like a classic example of somebody who at one point had nothing but the best intentions and got their heart ripped the fuck out. And they have no idea how to heal from it. No idea. So the only thing they can really think to do to cope with that is start doing the same thing to other people that was done to them before somebody else gets the chance to do that to them again, because they can't think of any other way to cope. There's a lot of people, a whole lot of people out here playing that game. That's the reason why they're playing it. A lot of them. Not all of them. Oh, there are absolutely just some straight up fucking fuck bags out there. But a whole fucking lot of them. If I had to throw a statistic out there, I would probably feel safe saying 60, 70% of the people who are out there just playing around, playing games, breaking hearts, fucking people over. That's the reason why. Because they were hurt really bad in the past. They never healed from it, and they don't know how to deal with it. So, let's get the advice on this What's the advice? Now let's use this deck. What is the advice? Ooh, we got that karmic wheel there, though. The fucking Aries card keeps coming out, dude. Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. Before you extend or accept any kind of offers from this person, make sure communication is fucking solid between y'all. You know, don't be jumping head first into anything and just jumping straight into a sexual connection. Dude, I get it, man. We've all fucking been there and done that. If I try to tell you I ain't never done that, I'd be lying through my fucking teeth, man. We've all done it. I get it. But once you've been through that a time or two, try to extract the wisdom from that and use it moving forward. Make sure communication is solid. You know, make sure we're communicating at the deepest level. Make sure I can totally fucking vibe you out and you can totally vibe me out. And this person needs, now here's the thing, okay? They need to know that you ain't gonna do them like that. How do you prove that? How do you prove it? Well, for starters, technically you can't prove shit to somebody that doesn't want to see the truth. I think we all learned that in 2020 and 2021, didn't we? It don't matter what evidence, what facts, what logic you bring to the table. If somebody don't want to see the truth, there's no such thing as proof. However, if you were to prove to somebody who's been hurt very badly in the past that you ain't going to do them like that, how would you go about doing that as effectively and efficiently as possible? Time and patience. Don't be fucking pushy and persistent, okay? Time and patience. Show up and show out. Be who you say you are. Do what you say you gonna do. Make sure your actions match up with your words match up with your actions. Consistently, and move slow. Don't be afraid to move slow. Don't be afraid to keep them at a healthy arm's distance and set some boundaries. Let them know that you ain't playing games. They need to know you ain't playing games. Go into it with a sense of energetic integrity. I'm not afraid of being alone. I would rather not, but I'm not afraid of it. I ain't playing fucking games. I ain't playing with you. I'm not getting into a relationship to play fucking games. I'll be alone for the rest of my life. God damn it. I'm not scared of that. That's going to let somebody know real quick. I ain't playing. I'm not playing games with you. I'm either in it for the long haul or I'm out. After a certain amount of time, as long as they want to see it, they have to want to see it, the guard will start to come down. Okay? Take it slow. Make sure communication is solid. And stay consistent. All right? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.